going to talk about a prompt from my father over here, who asks if there is a glass ceiling for women in real estate.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. Is there a glass ceiling for women in real estate?
I
I
don't
hear
think
glass ceiling everywhere else.
I don't
but-
think so. I think in real estate it tends to be helpful. I mean, I see more female real estate agents than males. And if you look at who the most successful realtors are in Manhattan, they are primarily, there are more men than women who are in the top 20 and top 10. Part of that is because two of them are on television and have,
What about
have-
in leadership? When you think about brokerage leadership,
oh,
if you wanted to be the broker yourself, or if you were in a company like Corcoran or
I mean, Barbara Corcoran.
Elliman, or
Barbara Corcoran is Corcoran.
she was, and that oh shoot, what's her name? And it's female led now. Compass isn't. Compass is male led.
Yeah.
Element is male led.
Yeah. True.
So I was interested. The reason for everybody, if you can't tell, we have like just a tiny handful of bullets that are things that we don't want to forget to talk about. And I saw that in an article, and I thought, I wonder, because I'm a middle-aged white or upper middle-aged white male, I've never asked my daughter about that. Do you feel like there's a ceiling? So
I can speak from my perspective, which is a little different, I think, than most people's perspectives, maybe. Which is, I'm aware academically that there are disparities between men and women. But I really don't like feeling like a victim. I like to feel like I'm the protagonist of my story. So if it is harder to succeed because I'm female, I mean, it depends on the amount of resistance you get. But because I've been lucky enough to have enough resistance that I'm like, all right, bring it on. I can overcome this. I don't want to ever think of myself as having any kind of ceiling above me. I don't want to think of myself as having a glass ceiling. So I think if one day I'm trying to run a brokerage and I'm getting kicked out and I hear things that are very sexist and the reason they're not letting me do it is because I'm a woman, then I'll be like, this is a glass ceiling. I'm so angry. But I think in order to get to the point where I recognize that glass ceiling, I have to pretend there isn't one until then. I have to believe I can get past, I can just keep going. And then when I run into a glass ceiling, I'm like, oh, like a bird flying into a window. Oh my God, I can't believe that's there. Because I think if I allow myself to think there's any kind of glass ceiling in anything I want to achieve, I will not go after it because I'll feel like it's impossible versus keep climbing the mountain. Oh, that's hard. And then you run into a window.
Okay. What's interesting, I think it makes me think about, I have a client right now that we have their place listed in Brooklyn. And if not for being a female, she would have had probably the outside of president or CEO, she would have had the most prestigious title at her company.
Yes.
But
she's 90 now though, right?
Yeah, she's in her 90s now. Yeah, still incredible. I'd love to talk about her because she's just absolutely amazing.
What do you wish that your daughter would emulate in this woman? Like
nothing. I think you're the cream of the crop.
That's not what I
emulate anybody.
Screw you! Shut up. I mean, what's great about her that you're like, more people should be like this? This is the
she's incredibly self-aware, and not in a. She just has an incredible sense of self, not in an inflated way, not in a deflated way. She's just incredibly pragmatic. And she's very comfortable with where she's at. She thinks about her decisions. She's like, oh, Bill, I need to think about this.
Yeah.
She'll think about it and I've thought about it. This is what I'd like to do. No emotion, no anything. And she makes a decision. She moves forward. There's no regret. Yeah. No, I think I'd like to do this. I think this is what, and she's just incredibly, wow. Yeah. She's incredible. Incredible. I was on the
He's
talked to her not
stop.
long ago, and she had been out swimming in the lake. Laura,
Dang,
like, guess what I did? And I said, what?
I
She said,
haven't met
I
her, and
went
I'm
for a swim out in the lake. I
either.
swam out to the buoy and back. What?
That's phenomenal. That
Did you
makes
have
me wanna
somebody with you? Well, yeah,
sit up straight
I
and
had
do yoga.
some family member that swam with me. She probably did by myself. It's not like I needed any help. And it's okay.
Alrighty then.